There's a buzz today at the New York Auto Show.
This is an exciting moment.
Jason Wenig is about to unveil something that could change a Big Apple icon forever.
Or a window opened up for potentially displaying this at the New York Auto Show. And it's a layup. How could you lay up that opportunity, not only to get the car done, but to unveil it at one of the largest auto shows in the world that happens to be in New York City, that happens to be where the car is destined to go.
A one-of-a-kind vehicle that could replace Central Park's horse-drawn carriages.
Several years ago, I was approached by a nonprofit animal rights group in New York City by the name of NYCLASS. Their main goal is to help the horses that currently work as tourist attractions in the middle of New York City Central Park. They approached me asking my advice or opinion as a car builder, and actually as a native New Yorker as well, and an animal lover. How would you approach this? If carriages are there providing a sense of antiquity, nostalgia, history in New York City, what would replace the vacuum when those horses are gone? And that's how this entire thing started.
It's been a long, hard road to get to this show. The journey began 5 years ago. Jason's shop in Dania Beach, Florida.
Creative Workshop is a very interesting car business. We really specialize in the forensic restoration of antique and vintage vehicles, but we also wear the hats of coach builders and customizers as well.
Jason needed to come up with a design that tourists and New Yorkers could love as much as their horse-drawn carriages.
For me, it was a pretty clear choice, and what I presented to them was a vehicle that could have or would have or actually did exist on the roads at the time that the horses were on the road. And I wanted to really blow people's minds with that idea of nostalgia, with the history. We call these things horseless carriages. These are brass era cars. This was the first viable automobile the world has ever seen. Before 1900, these were carriages with a motor stuck in the back. Right around 1902, the car as we kind of know it came into existence.
Today, everyone is working furiously to nail down the details on the horseless carriage.
Back when they built these cars, you would go to the dealership, so to speak, and purchase one. It didn't come with a windshield. It didn't come with a horn. It didn't come with lights. It didn't come with bumpers. Obviously, we kind of need those things now.
Time isn't on their side right now. To make the New York Auto Show, their delivery date was bumped up by 2 months.
Whether or not you sense it or not, there's certainly a great deal of pressure. We have to get this car done. It's got to be done right. It's got to look right. And the clock is ticking. There's a lot of stuff that has to happen in a very short period of time. So, given our crazy time schedule and all the fun and excitement that brings, every single day, more and more stuff arrives that we have to now integrate onto the car. And this is the actual material we're using. This is antique style vinyl that the ultimate pattern is what they call diamond tufted, where it's really this incredible couch-like look where it all just goes around the edges and is very, very comfy and cozy and romantic in a way.
While half the shop is hard at work preparing parts for the carriage, the other half works on the motor.
The idea is that by the end of this week, we'll be driving it around. So they are, I would say, almost in a feverish rush to get all the wiring worked out, all the ends terminated, and most importantly is to make it look pretty.
Jason is using an electric motor so his carriage can move quietly through Central Park.
The EV system, it's got to pull a lot of weight. It's got to be able to smoothly accelerate. It's got to be able to capitalize on a lot of stop-and-go traffic in New York City. That's what the regenerative brake. And if something goes wrong, it's got to be easily fixable.
This vehicle, as large as it is, it's amazing that still everything's fighting for space.
Yeah, because in a normal modern vehicle, we would have more than twice as much room under the hood. Where this appears to be an antique vehicle, it's really a thoroughly modern vehicle, from our EV system down to our integrated GPS platform. This is my proof of concept mock-up. This GPS system has the ability to monitor the vehicle, to track the vehicle, and or act as a speed limiter.
Eventually, the carriage will be able to carry 9 people. That's if the public rallies behind Jason's creation. It's the day of the big show.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay.
This is amazing car because it's very nice and very historical.
I'll miss the horses, and I think a lot of people will.
I think it's awesome. The retro look is very good.
This has been a great project. This is the kind of stuff that I truly love. Certainly getting the surprise that we're going to the New York Auto Show, and we have about a month or 2 months less than we thought we had in terms of time challenges yet. But my goodness, raw design and coupling that with modern technology and one of my favorite eras of car of all time, the grass era, this has been a very magical year.
The next step will be to see when they can roll it through Central Park.